Is it a good idea for me to sleep with my ex? Hey folks, I'm Jim Miller here, helping you find and keep the love of your life. I would ask if you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button right over here. Tick the bell icon, you're notified when I upload new content, which is a couple times a week now. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I have to say, and leave a comment in the section down below. Let me know if there's something you want to hear about, something you want me to talk about. But in the meantime, let's talk about the content. This comes from an email that I got, and I've been back and forth with this guy a little bit. He's mid-40s, was in a 4-year relationship, and it ended a couple of months ago. A little bit of contact here, and he went a full 30 days, or actually I think it was like 40 days of no contact with her, but they've been in contact, but there's really been nothing of substance so much. But recently she has kind of indicated that she might like a friends with benefits situation, or a booty call, or something along those lines. She wants to sleep with the guy, kind of a no strings attached. And you have to be careful with things like this. This guy really does love this girl. He really does love this girl, and he really does want to be in her life. He wants her in his life. He wants a life with her. He's not just looking to get laid. He's not looking for, casual sex. He's actually looking for a relationship. And they had that for a while. Again, she broke up with him a while back, and it's just not. It's not what I would recommend, depending on where you come from. I don't know, but for most people, sex is never just sex, or rarely is sex just sex. It usually has a lot more involved in it than that, and usually the heart comes out especially in a situation like this. Sorry, there's bugs all over the place out here. Especially in a situation like this, where these people were former lovers that were very close. I mean, they had a relationship, they were living together. They had this great relationship. They were kind of in this thing for the long haul. Now this guy, knowing what I do know about him, the contact that we have had, again, he really does love this girl. And I think that in a situation like that, it's really going to hurt if he does that and she's not willing to commit, or not ready to commit and come back. That's the problem. A lot of times when we're hurt, we do things that we wouldn't normally do for our exes, I can remember going through situations like this when I had a broken heart. I would do anything that woman would ask me. She could have called me up and said, hey, would you come cut my grass? And I probably would have done it just because I was a nice guy. But my motivation was to try and win her back. I was trying to do everything to make her happy, trying to do anything that I possibly could to put myself in her orbit. And that's not the way to go. Okay, so this girl is, feeling a little frustrated and what like that, and she's kind of indicated again that she may want to have just kind of a no strings attached sex with this guy. And he's wondering, personally, I don't think it's a good idea. In his situation, it's not a good idea. And some people can handle it. I don't think he's in a situation where he can. And you have to ask yourself, what happens if it doesn't go where you want it to? What happens if you do this and you have this? You have sex with your ex, and then all of a sudden you don't hear from them for a week again, or they don't text you on their way home and go, "Okay, great time, thank you so much." What if it doesn't return to pre-breakup? That's what often happens, and a lot of times she's gotten, or he's gotten, more often it's the guy chasing after that. But the ex has gotten what they wanted. They're kind of in a dry spell. They've gotten that need taken care of, at least temporarily. And then they leave the other person more hurt, and more angry, and more frustrated, not knowing what's going on. So if you have the opportunity to have sex with your ex, well, convenient problem to have in some situations, but if you have that opportunity, you really need to be careful. You really, really need to put yourself first here. You need to know yourself well enough to know how you're going to handle this. Is this going to affect you in the long run? Are you going to be more hurt, or are you going to be okay with it? If you're okay with it, that's a decision you have to make. Ultimately, it's all a decision you have to make. But just make sure that you're going to be okay with it. Make sure you're not going to put yourself in harm's way. So anyway, folks, that's a word of warning. What I want to talk about tonight, Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life. Check the description down below. I got links to a couple of free ebooks that I give away about getting your ex back and what happens when men pull away. A couple of ex back programs, which I still promise I'm going to do reviews on and let you know. The Magic of Making Up, which is a little different than a lot of the other ones. I kind of recently bought that, and I've been reading through it, and I'm kind of kind of like it. And my personal email is down there as well. If you want to send me an email with your relationship questions, please do. I would certainly appreciate it. If you don't want to post a public comment, you can send me a private email. I will respond to all emails and comments within 24 hours. So again, folks, I appreciate it. Have a great night. Thank you.